Hello, divine feminines. Hello, divine masculines. We are welcoming in this beautiful full pink moon's energy. And I'm loving it, honestly. I'm feeling really relaxed, really chill. Um, so I'm like, I don't have anyone in right now, but sorry. I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. What I'll do is, like I said, this is going to be an in-depth love reading for divine feminines and masculines. I'm going to do an in-depth love reading going into both the divine feminine and divine masculine energy. Remember, gender does not matter when it comes to masculine and feminine energies because we all carry both. I'm probably going to get up and get some water in a minute because my throat is dry. So I'm going to pull a card for each. I love it because the moon is actually facing me right here. I have a window right next to me. And I open the blinds just a little because it's nighttime and people can see inside. So I can't have them all the way open, but I open the blinds just a little bit so I can, so we can be looking at each other. She can be looking at me. I can look back at her. So I will start by getting the divine feminine's energy. Okay, so feminine's got the Master of the Head, which is the Hierophant. And before I actually go too deep off into the reading, I just want to talk a tiny bit about what the full moon energy is about. A few things. Not too much, because even me, I'm learning to appreciate this time more and more. But the energy of the moon itself has to do with your emotions. It has to do with your feminine side. It has to do with your intuition. Oh my gosh, I hope no one comes if I step away. But I'm going to step away and get some water because my throat is dry. That is annoying. I should swallow a little bit of honey, but I don't particularly like just swallowing honey, so, but it's good for you. But anyway, as I was saying, the energy of the full moon, the energy of the moon in general has to do with our emotions. It has to do with our intuition, what the signs and downloads that we receive intuitively, because we do all receive those. We just have to be in a place to receive them. And a lot of times, to get in a place to receive downloads, messages, signs, you need to be in a place where you're ready to listen. Okay. You can hear things all day, but if you're not in a place where you're not ready to listen, whether it be because you're not ready to let go of something or someone, you're not ready to allow change to take place, or allow this, whatever this wherever this flow is taking you to take you, if you're not going to allow that, then trying to keep my train, if you're not in a place to allow that, then you're not going to be in a place to receive. Okay. And receiving it is our guidance. That's where our guidance is. Receiving from our spirit guides, from ourselves, our intuition, you know, listening to your own heart, being able to decipher your ego thoughts between your divine thoughts. Your ego thoughts, and feeling thoughts and desires have to do with control, attachment, unhealthy attachment, codependencies, addictions. That can be both literal, there may be issues in the throat chakra, because my goodness, but a lot of us may be having issues with the throat chakra, communication. But that was just like a little side note. But I feel like my throat just got clear suddenly, but we'll see. But yeah, what was I saying now? Deciphering between your ego thoughts from your divine thoughts. Same thing with your desires and things like that. So control, addictions, unhealthy attachments, and that could be towards anything. It doesn't have to just be a person in a relationship. It could be to a job. You know, if you ever have a reason if a reason for doing something or saying something is coming from a place of expectation, is coming from a place of maybe anger, any imbalanced emotion, or a place that did not source from you. You know, you're doing something because someone said you should, or you're doing something because you're comparing yourself to someone else. If it's not an action or a desire that sources from you, or comes from a genuine place, or comes from a balanced and centered place, or is in alignment with what's meant for you, then again, you're not gonna be in a place to receive the downloads, the messages, the guidance, that's ultimately going to help you get to where you want to be and need to be. So like I said, for divine feminines, you got the Hierophant. This is Master of the Head. I am going to read from this guidebook with this deck to see if anything stands out, and if nothing stands out, then I won't say anything at all. Let's see what Spirit has to say for divine feminines as far as this energy. So, realization of purpose, teachings, initiation, assistance from forces perceived as highly placed, the divine. And the contemplation is true service is always to the self, with a capital S, okay? realization of purpose, initiation, teachings, assistance from the divine. And you can see in this image here, this is a spirit. You can see this as spirit. You can see this as your ancestors. You can see this as your divine protectors laying their divine guidance upon you. The spirit is kissing this person's third eye area. So, and their third eye does have to do with vision, seeing past what you see, not using your physical eyes, but using your divine eye, seeing past what you see in the physical. Faith, for example, having faith that maybe what you used to perceive as unattainable or impossible, asking yourself, why is that impossible, or how is that impossible? I want it. I want to reach for this goal. I want to reach out to this person. So why do I see it as unattainable? Why do I see it as an impossible? But divine feminines are realizing their purpose. Divine feminines, we are realizing our purpose. I also get that a lot of us are seeing our direction clearly, and kind of receiving our guidance clearly. We're just I'm trying to say it in a way that flows. We're finding the flow, pretty much. We're finding the flow. We're seeing our direction clearly. Let's see what masculines get. What is going on for masculines during this time of the full pink moon? In love, we got the Hungan, which is I believe that's the Knight of Swords, but I'm not for sure. Let's see what the energy of this says. Where's the book? Okay. Yes, so this is the energy of the Knight of Swords, which again is Hungan, the Hungan of air. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna get another one for divine masculines. As far as this Knight of Swords energy, this Hungan of air energy. Air has to do with the mind. So far it looks like masculines are in their logical mind right now. As far as what they're going to do. Decisions. Let's see. I got two here. I have Oshun and Ochosi, which is the 7 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. So with these two, I get strategy, patience, I get timing, wanting to do things just right. That's sort of the energy that I get, because with the Knight of Swords, the in this deck is a swiftness, a readiness to attack, just a readiness to move forward with certainty, surety, And but with the Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, I'm getting that there's just this there's this desire, like it's kind of like I get a tactical type of energy, if I'm using the right word. I'm not for sure, but like strategy, like I said, wanting to go about this the right way, wanting to move forward, but go about this the right way. Okay. So I'm going to go more into the Divine Feminine's energy. As far as this Hierophant, hello, Moonchilds. What else about this Hierophant? Remember, we got the Hierophant, the Master of the Head, the Feminines basically being initiated into their purpose. We have the Seven of Swords that flew out. With the Seven of Swords, I get that a lot of feminines are going through everything, a shedding. Going through a shedding. And for a lot of you, this has to do with healing. So, okay, and we have 2 sevens. Spiritual healing. Okay, because 7s are a spiritual number. So, and then even the Hierophant, the Hierophant is a traditional sort of energy. So, and it also, I believe, I'm not sure if it's like in traditional tarot, it's like an image of a bishop or something, but you know, it also has this spiritual sort of energy. Hello, CSC Honesty or Conscious Honesty. Thank you for joining me. But yeah, so for Divine Feminines, there's this shedding going on. And an exposure of self. An exposure of self. That's really what it feels like. An exposure of self. And the more that the feminine, I say rediscovers. I wanted to say discovers, but the more that the feminine rediscovers herself and remembers who she is and the power that she has through all of the things that she experienced, whether it had been in the feminine's past, or even recently, you know, she's taking these things as lessons and allowing these lessons to put her more into her purpose, you know, more in alignment to her purpose, with her purpose, excuse me. She's allowing these experiences to teach her and prepare her as she moves forward, because we got the Chariot, which is Railroad Bill, the number 7. Like I said, the number 7 is a spiritual number. Excuse me. Feminines are going through serious spiritual growth. And like I said earlier, the full moon's energy has to do with release. It's always about releasing, shedding and getting rid of what does not serve you, what does not align you with yourself, align you with your purpose, you know, and basically is either just a distraction or an attachment, you know. Let's see what else comes through for feminines. With the 5 of Cups, because the 5 of Cups also came out. I don't know if I showed you guys. Probably didn't. The 5 of Cups. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm working on the Feng Shui. Feng Shui is very important to me. Okay, and we got the 7 of Pentacles that came out. So 7, 7, 7, 7 with the Chariot, 7 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords. So feminines, you've been going through a lot of spiritual healing, spiritual growth, spiritual shedding. So with this healing, it may have been painful. It may be painful. Um, but you're getting through it. All of it, every experience, and you already know this, but every experience that you've ever had is preparing you for exactly where you want to be and where you need to be. You do have a divine purpose, and you are in the process of fulfilling it. Okay. This is a very significant time for you. So far, although this is a in-depth love reading, it looks like the feminines and masculines, I'm gonna go more into it, but feminines are really on this this journey, of self expansion, this focus on their ascension, their growth of knowledge, their growth of wisdom. Because I really feel like feminines know that they're meant to, it's like, I'm meant to learn certain things, and you're coming across certain people that are introducing you to these things or awakening you to these things, like, and some of these things may have already been on your heart or on your mind, but you put it on the back burner. But you've crossed paths with someone who reminded you of this. It's like, oh, I do such and such. It's like, you know what? For the longest time, it's been on my mind and my heart, or on my spirit, especially if it's on your spirit. It's been on my spirit to, I've been led to this so many times, but I'm just afraid, I really feel like feminines are being introduced to so many different and what seem like new parts of themselves. But you're just awakening feminines. It's 11:11 right now as I look. So that's facts. You're just awakening more and more to yourselves, okay? Okay. So I'm gonna go in, actually, to keep from confusion, I'm gonna stay with divine feminines and see what else comes through from here. What else is going on with divine feminines during this full peak moon, moving forward? What else is going on with divine feminines during this full peak moon? Okay. Free will. Get out of your cocoon. You guys are going through a metamorphosis. Like I said, you guys are going through a shedding. You are getting out of your cocoons. You are blossoming feminines. You are being, okay, it's going to be, I feel like there are different groups, which is why, like, I'm kind of getting, like, tumbling and fumbling over my words, and I feel like I'm receiving a lot. So there are going to be a few different groups who are in, like, slightly different areas, but ultimately, as a collective, a lot of feminines are being guided, strongly guided into, almost forced in a way. And it's funny because it says free will, but it's almost forced in a way. You're being strongly guided towards, I want to say yourselves, but it's, I want to go more in depth with that. So because healing showed up for feminines, because I did feel like, although a lot of feminines are, maybe past the healing process, of whatever it was whatever things or experiences it was that you needed healing from that you didn't allow to happen before. And now you're just like focused and you have your direction, you're feeling good, you're feeling abundant, you're feeling nice and everything. But then there are a group of feminines who are on a similar path, but going through that healing, being pushed through that healing. Okay. And the way that shows up is going to be different for you guys, but because this is a love reading, I will say that however it is that you, or wherever you, okay, let me catch my words. Whatever it is that you know you need healing from, whatever it is you know that you need healing from, you know you are being guided through this. Healing and releasing. I know that during full moons, like that is that's the overall energy of during the time of the full moon. But it's also showing up very strongly in general for feminines, you know, and the moon's energy is feminine energy. So that's coming through very strongly, like feminines. Like I said, with this card, initiation came through. So a lot of you who may be in spiritual practice, or spiritualists, you know, whatever your practices may be, if it has to do with initiation, this is an important time. You know, this is a very important time for you to be learning whatever it is you know you're needing to be learning. And you will be guided towards people and synchronicities and signs. You'll be shown signs and synchronicities that will show you what it is that you need to be doing. And it's such a personal and sacred time for you feminines, because ultimately this is going to bring everything together for you, everything together. Not only is this your divine purpose, you know, not just spiritual, not just in the spiritual field, if that's not so much you, this could be anything, you know. You are, the point is, excuse me, you are being asked to focus on you and your divine path, you and the guidance that you're receiving, you know, taking care of your body, making sure that you're healthy, living more holistically, you know, taking care of the mind, the physical body, and the spirit, considering all aspects of yourself, okay? Not ignoring one. So, free will, getting out of your cocoon. Again, you're going through a metamorphosis. You're going through changes. A lot of these changes are going to require healing, you know, or do require healing, or are requiring healing. You know, wherever you land in that scale, is the important thing is allowing, just allowing. Okay. I also feel like with this free will, feminines, you're also learning how to, you're also not learning how to, you're also freeing yourself from old little things. Like an example of mine, here's some transparency. An example of mine would be, like today I treated myself to a mani-pedi. In the past, you know, maybe like a year ago, I don't think I've ever done that, actually. Not once. I'm 27. I've never done that once. So yeah. But honey, after today I said never again. I will never punish myself like that again. Okay. No, a lot of this path also has to do with knowing what you want, using the free will that you have. You have the power. You have the free will to get what it is that you want. If you don't want something, you don't have to do it. Okay, if you don't want to do something, you don't have to do it. Okay. Of course, there is balance in everything. Balance is needed in everything. Okay, but again, yeah. So balance is needed in everything, but again, making sure that you're living a life that you love. That you're happy in your present moment. Okay. So allowing this healing, allowing whatever changes are happening to happen, going with the flow, and staying focused on your path, your divine path, your purpose, your guidance. Let's see what else comes through for feminines before I go into masculines. Okay. What's that say? I don't know. Let me fix my contact. That says life's purpose, feminines. Life's purpose. So maybe some of you are huffing and puffing because, like, I'm not saying, yeah, so, I don't know, whatever it is that you want to hear. This time is about you. You are so important, okay? This is actually a really exciting time. It's a very exciting time. You should be very excited, okay? Life's perfect. Life's purpose. Seek your own deeper vision for life. Seek your own deeper vision for life. In order for you to receive the vision, because you will receive visions from the divine, from your spirit guides, you will receive divine guidance all the time, in different ways, okay, ways that are tailored for you to understand and you to pick up, and you to follow through with. Okay, and that's what it is that you're meant to do. Let me pull one more for divine feminines, and then I'll pull for divine masculines, and then I'll get energies towards one another. One more for divine feminines. Fine wine. Longing is the portal to wholeness. Okay. Divine feminines. Longing is the portal to wholeness. But you see the way wine is spelled here? Like whining, right? Not to say you guys are whining unless you know you are, But this is about if for the divine feminines who are probably going through some fresh needing to heal times, like maybe dealing with some fresh wounds, or even really fresh wounds have a root of old wounds that are already there, so it's usually wounds on top of scarred tissue. And that's what this card is about, basically. Longing is the portal to wholeness. When you long for something that is outside of you, that's when you need to ask. Actually, not ask. That is when you need to refocus attention back to yourself. Okay, I'm going to say that again. When you find yourself longing or pining for something outside of you, something or someone outside of you, that's when you need to shift your focus back to you, okay? And see what it is. Now, yes, I will say, ask yourself, what is it that I want so badly from this person that I'm unable to focus on myself, or the guidance that I'm receiving, or, you know, even be able to kind of decipher between the guidance I'm receiving and my ego thoughts, you know, the negative thoughts, the pessimistic thoughts, you know. So what is it that I want so badly from this place or from this person or this thing, you know, or what do I get from this thing, or what do I think I get from this thing that I don't have, that I don't already have, you know. Because everything you need, you already have. I just thought of that TikTok thing. I'm not even avid on TikTok too much. I have to figure it out, but I know there's something like, I already have what, I don't know how it goes, but yeah. For those of you who know, you know. So, yeah, so just asking yourself those questions, you know. What is it that I think I'm getting from this place, person, or thing that I don't already have within myself, you know? Getting to the root, the source of the issue, the source of the whining, the source of the pining. It's actually very important to ask yourself these questions. Ask yourself questions in general. It's just asking. Okay. So now I'm going to go into the masculines, and I'll do a recap. Masculines got Hungan of air, which is the Knight of Swords. Hey, Devin. And then masculines also got Ochosi, the energy of Ochosi, which is the 10 of Pentacles, and also the energy of Oshun, which is the 7 of Pentacles. And as I said, I feel like this is an energy of strategy, trying to figure out the right way to approach something or someone or a situation. But wanting to take clear and decisive action, you know, wanting to be sure and certain about every step taken, you know. So let's go into masculines. What is this about? So I'm trying to see if I want to use this deck. Let me use this one actually. Nope. I feel like I should still use this one for some reason. No, hold on. Okay. Sorry, guys. Go with the flow. But what is this about for masculines? What does this have to do with masculines? Doing this full moon peak energy. Okay, we have the 7 of Pentacles again. So the 7 of Pentacles has come out twice for masculines. 7 of Pentacles came out twice for masculines. And again, 7 of Pentacles has to do with patience. It has to do with the number 7. The number 7 is a spiritual number. So the fact that masculines also are getting 7s multiple times, masculines are also going through spiritual growth as well. Again, I'm also getting this waiting energy. Waiting, timing. At the bottom of the deck, I have the 6 of Cups. That's past energy. Nostalgic. Possibly missing someone, wanting to return to someone from the past. Someone wanting to reconnect with someone from your past. And we have the Page of Swords at the top of the deck. And like I said, we had the Knight of Swords to come out for the masculine. So we have the Page of Swords here. That's, I see that as progression. So kind of like, working up to something. There we go. Kind of working up to something. flip for masculines. Okay, we have death. So masculines are going through metamorphosis, change as well. They're also, excuse me, strongly desiring change, going through spiritual changes. And this doesn't necessarily have to do with your spirituality. It's just, you know, like I said, for feminines, whatever experiences that you go through, that you receive lessons from, that you receive guidance from, that you receive epiphanies and realizations from, this all has to do with your spiritual growth. This all has to do with necessary changes, you know, destined changes. Death is a shedding. So masculines are going through a shedding as well. And I feel like that's also why masculines are kind of thinking things through more carefully. That's what I feel like with the first three cards, Oshun, Ochosi, and Hungan. We have the Two of Pentacles that came out. So masculines are going back and forth about something. Let's see what this is about. What does this Two of Pentacles have to do with? Okay. We have the Ten of Pentacles again. So I believe the Ten of Pentacles came out for masculines as well. So the Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles came out for masculines twice. Both of these. So this is why I was getting the kind of strategist or wanting like trying to be careful with the steps that are taken. The fact that I got this twice and I got it as clarification for the Two of Pentacles, which is kind of a going back and forth sort of energy. Yeah, going back and forth about how and when. How and when. How and when what? Let's see. What is this about? What does strategizing have to do with? It's going back and forth have to do with. Oh, that's an extra card. Well, I'll read it to see if it resonates with any of you guys. This says traditional charge of the star goddess. That is what this that I'm about to read is called. I, who am the beauty of the green earth, and I, the white moon among the stars, and the mysteries of the waters, I call upon your soul to arise and come unto me, for I am the soul of nature that gives life to the universe. From me all things proceed, and unto me they must return. Let my worship be in the heart that rejoices, for behold, all acts of love and pleasure are my rituals. Let there be beauty and strength, power and compassion, honor and humility, mirth and reverence within you. And you who seek to know me, know that your seeking and yearning will avail you not, unless you know the mystery. For if that which you seek you find not within yourself, you will never find it without. I'm gonna say that again because I just mentioned that earlier. I believe with Divine Feminines. But for that which you seek, you find not within yourself, you will never find it without. For behold, I have been with you from the beginning, and I am that which is attained at the end of desire. That is beautiful, actually. So, I'm going to let you guys interpret that as you may. What else? What is this going back and forth about for divine masculines? Are they strategizing and timing? Five of Swords. Okay. So with this Five of Swords coming out as another reason why they're going back and divine masculines are going back and forth. So there may have been a form of betrayal of some sort in this connection, or it doesn't have to be betrayal. It could just be non-appreciation, not fully appreciating this feminine for her energy, her time, her presence, her space, you know. And I'm just saying him and her for the sake of the reading, for simplicity purposes. But like I said, gender does not matter. This could be same-sex relationship. Whatever you consider yourself to be, whether it be feminine or masculine, the divine feminine or the divine masculine. Okay, take what resonates. But we all carry both energies. But yeah. So, and that's what a lot of you feminines could be healing from, is this Five of Swords. Whether it be betrayal, harsh treatment, maltreatment, you know, like I said, not fully, not imbalance, not reciprocating energy that was given, or maliciously reciprocating energy that was given during times of vulnerability. And I have the Nine of Cups now. Okay. I get selfishness. So, a lot of masculines, you may have behaved selfishly towards the feminine. And this is what, like, a lot of your behaviors of the past, which the Six of Cups did show up earlier at the bottom of the deck, but a lot of the behaviors of the past may be kind of haunting you in a way. And you're having a hard time deciding, like, how and when you should approach this situation. Kind of going back and forth about this. I have the Wheel of Fortune at the top of the deck. The Wheel of Fortune is about fate. It's the number 10. It's about completion. Okay, fate, completion. It's about destiny. It's about changes that are inevitable. Inevitable changes. So, with that, I feel like masculines, you may be faced with things, or you will be faced with things that will end up pushing you more towards doing what it is that you know you need to do. And the fact that I got the the 10 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles twice to come out for the masculines, and especially for it to be something that you're going back and forth about, this shows me that that's something that whatever it is you're going back and forth about, you know, it's something that you're needing to go ahead and take action on. But yes, when you are in a place where you are balanced and centered and grounded. Okay, so I'm going to get what the feminine's energy towards the masculine is at this time. Let's see if I want to use a different deck. Do I want to use a different deck? I use this one. So what is the feminine's energy towards masculine at this time? Feminine's energy towards the masculine at this time. Feminine's energy towards masculine. Gift of freedom. Break away from your attachments. So, like I said, feminines are really focused on themselves. They're focused on their growth. They're focused on their journey, focused on receiving and releasing changes, allowing their blossoming to happen, continuing to become more intimate with self, releasing, breaking away from unhealthy attachments, maybe even from this masculine. Now, breaking attachment doesn't mean kicking somebody to the curb, or oh, forget about him or fuck him or whatever. Breaking away from attachments, releasing, letting go is about creating more space for you, creating space within yourself for you, so that again you are able to receive your guidance clearly. You are able to attain what it is that you truly desire. You're able to create a solid foundation so that what you desire can grow and be stable, and fruitful. So the core of everything is what's happening first, and everything else is everything else is going to I thought I saw something. Everything else is going to show up in the physical, come into alignment. Okay, so what is masculine's energy towards feminines? Releasing also creates room for your new beginnings, feminine. So what is the masculine's energy towards the feminine? Willpower. Improve your willpower to reduce your stress level. With this, I get courage and strength. The willpower to move forward and take action where action needs to be taken. This is also, there's a lot of blue in here. Blue and green. There's a little bit of purple, but mostly blue and green. The blue is the throat chakra, communication, like I said earlier, and the green is the heart chakra, opening up the heart chakra and communicating the truth of the heart. And having the willpower and the strength to do so, listening to your guidance. At the bottom of the deck, we have open mind, replace the old cycle with a new and exciting one. Taking that leap of faith, taking leaps of faith and trusting the guidance that you receive, masculines. Okay? And then there's an eye up there. I feel like I should point that out. That is an eye up there. You are receiving divine guidance as well, masculines. There is no such thing as coincidence. Okay? Listen to that divine guidance. Just check where I split the deck. I just wanted to see where I split the deck. And beyond the ego, surrender to the flow of life. And I'm going to close the reading there. Beyond the ego, surrendering to the flow of life. And I spoke on ego earlier. Okay? So I'm going to close the reading there. I really hope that resonated with a lot of you guys. Make sure you write in your journals about what it is you're releasing. Leave it down in the comments for a bit of transparency if you like. You don't have to if you don't want to. But thank you guys for watching, for everyone who joined. And if you guys have any questions about booking a personal reading with me, let me know. Send me an email. I will have it down in the description box. I love you guys. Have a beautiful rest of the pink full moon. Ooh, she moved a little further. All right. Bye-bye, guys. I never realized how to turn this off.